So, have a guess who's just come out and praised the assassination of Suleimani. Have a guess who said it's great, it's wonderful, it's great news. No, it's not Boris Johnson, it's not the UK government, it's not the Canadian government or the French or any of the Western governments. It's fucking ISIS. Now this, in the wake of all this revelation about this plane being shot down by the Iranians, they've now admitted to shooting it down, but they were claiming it was unintentional. They thought it was an enemy fighter or an enemy plane. But I read this morning in a news alert. ISIS have said that the assassination of Suleimani is a great thing because it will help them to regroup and come back together and basically rise again. ISIS. This just goes to show that that Cheeto-headed wazzock in the White House, in the Oval Office, has no idea what the fuck he's doing. He didn't listen to his experts and his own defence secretary when they said do not walk away from Obama's Iran nuclear deal because it is working. He stropped away from it. He clearly didn't listen to any of his experts about Soleimani, because I dare say many of his experts would have said no, don't assassinate Soleimani because it will be detrimental to the progress we're making in the Middle East. It will be detrimental to peace in the Middle East. It will cause more Islamist cells, such as ISIS, to rise out of the ashes. Because Middle East, I'm no expert on Middle Eastern politics or even the Middle Eastern crisis, but logic will tell you, if you throw bombs at a problem like that, it's going to create more problems. The quickest way you can make a man a terrorist is to bomb him. And of course, drone strikes like the one we saw against Soleimani, they don't just hit the person they want you to kill, that you want to kill. They have a wide-ranging impact. A blast radius is not pinpoint. It will affect people in the area, in the region. It will destabilise the politics of the country that you carried out the attack in, and the country that belongs to the person you killed. And you will destabilise the politics. And all you're doing when you're throwing bombs at problems such as those in the Middle East is you're allowing groups like ISIS to flourish. You're allowing them to walk into towns that are bombed out by British or American jets or Saudi jets or whatever it is. You're allowing them to walk into the rubble and say, look what the West has done. Look what our enemies have done to you. We've never done nothing to you like this, not on this scale. Come and join us and we'll fight back. And then you can make a terrorist like that. All you have to do is get him involved in a conflict that he was never involved in. So you could target a target in his town, end up levelling his house with your drone. You've made an enemy. He will go and join ISIS. Trump has no idea what he's doing. And I know people have said, yeah, but in the past few months, at the end of 2019, oh, Iran seized an oil tanker. Oh, they stormed an embassy. Oh, they attacked this, that and the other. Yeah, but most of these things, if you look at them, if you actually look at what happened, they weren't organised assassinations. They were essentially temper tantrums. And to respond to a temper tantrum in the way that Trump did, by taking out Iran's number 2, that is a declaration of war. Trump started this war. I'm of the firm belief that all wars, when you finish the war, there's always diplomacy involved. What do we do next? Where do we go from here? Why aren't we leading with that? Why is Trump storming away from the diplomatic talks and just going straight to violence? Because he's a nutter. Trump is not anti-establishment. He is the establishment. He is the war machine. He is the man who will take you into war and send your soldiers. Because not only will civilians and soldiers in the Middle East be killed in this war that Trump is desperate to start, but American soldiers will be sent to die in this war. And if Boris Johnson plays the part of the obedient lapdog to Trump, which I'm sure he will, British soldiers will die in this war. And if there's any Iranian attacks on British soil, British civilians will die in this war. And again, as I've said in my last video, it's all about American influence. They want to expand their sphere of influence and expand their ideology all over the globe, the same way that Islamists do. And the only way that you can end violence, you can end bloodshed, is if you actually fucking engage in diplomacy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.